Dana Schwethel has answered for herself one of the questions that has plagued mankind from its beginning. A question has been pondered that continues to stump the academic community and society as a whole. The question is, when did life begin? On one hand, you have evolutionists, and on the other, you have creationists. Evolutionists have embraced Darwin's theory that he talks about in his book entitled The Origin of Species, which begins life began and everything began as simple organisms with complex proteins that have evolved over billions of years into everything that we know and that we see today. On the other hand, like I said, you have creationists. Creationists believe that there is a supreme being that architected the world. This theory implies that life begins and remains in a similar state as it did as it initially was created. This question, though not the subject of my presentation, is the central dilemma of the heart of the abortion debate that crosses all of our society. So, when does life begin? This question causes so many of us to pick a side. You're either wrong if you believe in abortion, or you're right if you believe in abortion. So which is it? That's for you to decide for yourself. But for Miss Dana, she has answered this question many of years ago. And she believes that life does begin at conception. And so Dana is currently Executive Director of Loving Choices in Rogers, Arkansas. Loving Choices' purpose is to provide abortion alternatives for unplanned pregnancies in Northwest Arkansas and the surrounding regions. Dana recently said, "Every life has a purpose, a potential, and a value. It is her desire and life mission to ensure that these mothers have options with their finances, options with their social circumstances, options with family circumstances." Dana's experience that she has built over the years all comes out of a desire to help these women. She's also started to help the fathers too in their counseling. But Miss Dana has worked her way, and she is absolutely loving what she is doing. To that, Dana and Loving Choices help in a couple of different areas throughout Loving Choices. And so the first one is education. Miss Dana has one of the most caring hearts that I know. She is one of the strongest women that I know, and she works with some pretty broken people sometimes. Many times mothers of unplanned pregnancies are unaware and unfamiliar with the biological circumstances and the facts of what they're going through. They offer pregnancy tests, STT testing, and all kinds of educational purposes so that these mothers really know what to expect and what is going on, and what abortion is and how abortion is done and how birth and how everything is done. But secondly, under Dana's leadership, Loving Choices eliminates financial burdens. In the Bible it says, "Help the widows and the orphans," and Miss Dana does simply that. She provides medical care up until the birth of the child through ultrasounds, testing, blood testing, anything you can think of you would need to have before you have your baby. So this provides potential mothers with a better understanding and clear picture, and this helps them to be able to financially think about the decisions that they're making, and if they want to keep their baby, they will be there to financially support. They can come to their programs, earn mommy bucks, and they can actually buy the things that they need to have a baby, as diapers, clothes, etc. Finally, Dana and Loving Choices work to provide community for the prospective mothers by giving the compassionate care and counseling and support post and pre-delivery. Dana notes that many come to Loving Choices after being turned away by their families, their communities, and their peers in their society. They find themselves dealing with a significant life situation completely alone and abandoned. Dana finds that it is often a catalyst to hasty decisions. Miss Dana loves on these girls. Miss Dana cares for these girls, and Miss Dana would do anything for these girls. With that being said, I honor Miss Dana because she has stepped up to the plate and said, "Yes, I will help. Yes, I want to be there to support."